Hey there, hola, ¿cómo estás? Friends and amigos, compañeros del mundo, friends and family from all over the world. It's your man, the one and only, Yao Fusu, the Globe Master. Now, usually, I'm a little hyper when I start my videos. I read people's letters, I shift my gear and get on the road. But today, I'm gonna take it serious and easy. I'm just gonna stay here and read this young man's letter to you. And hopefully, if one person on this planet can learn from this man's mistake, my job is done as a man. Now, this letter is coming from a brother named Noah Morgan from Bristol, England. He starts off as this. He says, "Salutations to you, Brother Fosu. I came across a video of you giving advice to some guy to do research on a female's background before marriage. You, sir, are 100% right on that topic. And I wish I would have seen such a video 10 years ago before I got married. I recently saw my ex-fiancé at a shopping center and guilt hit me like a ton of bricks. This was a woman I was supposed to marry, but I let a pretty face fool me to dump her. This girl gave me her virginity and we promised each other to get married after college. I don't know why I did what I did, but I am truly regretting hurting that girl the way I did. I left her for my current wife and mother of 2 daughters. As I'm writing to you right now, I am having nothing but problems with my current wife. The only reason keeping us together are my daughters. I have an 8- and 6-year-old daughters with my current situation. If I had seen a video or advice like yours 10 years ago, I would have stayed with my ex. Your video truly opened my eyes about the mistakes I made. I chose pretty over good character, and I wish I could go back in time to change that. Brother Noah, Bristol." Okay, Brother Noah. First of all, I don't even know who gave you that biblical name, Noah. I read your letter 3 times. 3 times from my phone before I wrote it down on my notepad. Okay? I wanted to make sure I understand every single thing you said in your letter. And let me get straight to the point. Okay? Brother Noah, you see, when you live to see a certain age in life, you can smell bullshit a mile away. And I'm telling you something. The first bull crap that I saw from your side is when you said we promised each other to get married after college. Mr. Noah, I'm 50 years old. I wasn't born yesterday. I've gotten to a point in my life that I can see a lie coming a mile away. And you, sir, you are a liar. You lied to that girl to get what you wanted. And that was her virginity. That is somebody's daughter. And you lied to her. You dishonored that girl's name and spirit, image. And there will be consequences for what you did. See, when you promise a woman marriage just to get into her drawers, to get into her panties, to get what you want, that is an abomination in the eyes of the Most High. It's a great sin, sin. And brother, in your letter, you're telling me a pretty face made you dump her, the one that gave you her virginity. And now you are having problems. This is just the beginning of your problems, mister. This is just the beginning. Okay? She gave you her virginity. That's the most precious thing any woman can give a man. And in the end, you shitted on her. You left her for a pretty face. You said it yourself in your own letter. Okay? You chose pretty over good character. And you are going to pay for it. In some countries, what you did, her family would have come after you because you made a promise and you broke a promise. That's somebody's daughter. You did that too. Look here, man. I am not a perfect man. I have tricked off in my past. But one thing I never did was promise any female marriage just to get what I wanted. And that's something that you did. You made a promise you couldn't keep. Okay? You broke that woman's spirit. And guess what? It's going to come after you. You see, anything you do in the physical have spiritual consequences. A lot of people don't know that. You have damaged somebody's daughter. And I pray to the Most High that this female, the spirit in her, is not vindictive. It's not vicious. It's not evil. Because if the spirit in that woman is vindictive, vicious, or evil, Mr. Noah, you have just invoked intergenerational curse or curses to your own bloodline. Oh yes. You did what you wanted with her. You dropped her like a bag of hot potatoes and move on to a pretty face. And guess what? It's called karma. What do you have now? You have 2 daughters. 2 daughters. And you should be thankful you don't have a son. I'm going to tell you the consequences that will be coming your way in a few minutes. You see, one thing a lot of men don't know is that if a woman likes you, if a woman want to be with you, you don't have to promise her marriage for her to give you her virginity. You see, once you promised her that you was going to marry her and she trusted you and gave you her virginity, something she can never get back. Brother, that is a bond. B-O-N-D. That's a debt. You are in debt to her. You're going to have to pay for that. And I'm not talking in the physical. I'm talking in the spiritual. In spirituality. You are going to have to pay for that. And you better be. You better hope the spirit in that woman is not vindictive. Okay? You better hope the spirit in that woman is not vindictive. Let me tell you, let me get straight to the point. These are some of the consequences you, Mr. Noah, can face. That's if she wants to punish you. I'm talking about her spirit. Okay? She can completely skip you and go after your children. But let me tell you what can happen to you. All right? This woman's spirit can follow you like a shadow for the rest of your life. And because you owe her, anything good that's coming into your life, she will block it, disable it, destroy it. If her spirit is evil, she can follow you for the rest of your life and make your life a living hell because you said something you was not supposed to say. Words that comes out of a human being's mouth can be very dangerous. And women are very dangerous. The most dangerous animal in the world is a woman, and you don't even know it. Let me go to what this spirit that's inside this woman can do to you. Forget about you. You already think you did what you did, and you done moved on to another woman. First of all, that woman you are with right now, the fact that you are in debt to another woman spiritually, it's not going to work. You can never be happy with this woman. You can have 1 million children. It's not going to work. Because you are in debt spiritually to another woman. All right? Now, if that woman's spirit is vindictive, since you have daughters, Mr. Noah, since you have daughters, it will go after your daughters. Your daughters, only 6 and 8 years old. I'm sorry, but I have to tell you like it is. Only thing that's coming to them in their future relationships will be disappointments and broken promises from men. You can call it karma, You can call it whatever you want. It's the law of nature. In the spiritual realm, this is what happens. Okay? You reap what you sow. You dishonor somebody's daughter, and other men will dishonor your daughters. Eye for an eye. That's the law of nature. Mr. Noah. Now, if the spirit is evil, if the spirit in that woman is evil, then I feel sorry for you. Because what an evil spirit does to your children is it will change their destinies. Your innocent daughters can grow up and turn into whores. Oh, I know it's hard to hear. When you're driving around any place, I don't know how it is in England, but over here in America, when you see prostitutes standing in the corner, almost naked, begging men to be with them sexually for a few dollars, where do you think that comes from? Majority of them, it's a spiritual thing. A lot of people don't know this. Your daughters can turn into complete hoes because of what you did. Recently, I saw a video of this man. You can Google it. You can search for it on YouTube. There's this black man. Man looked like he is in his mid-50s. He looks like he's well off. He's driving a nice car, and he see his daughter standing in the Blade. The Blade is what we call here where prostitutes work. He's been looking for his daughter for days. He saw his daughter standing in the street wearing just like a thong or whatever you call it, with a dress that's nothing but a net, with her breast, everything showing. Just the only thing that's covered is her vagina. And this man is begging his daughter, please, please come home. If it's money you want, I will give you money. You don't have to do this. Please, you don't have to do this. And the daughter was telling him, leave me the fuck alone. I'm grown. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Do you think that's normal? No, that's a spiritual thing. That's what can happen to your daughters for what you did to somebody's daughter. Now, you don't have a son yet, and maybe you should be thankful for that, because an evil spirit, if you have a son, you could be the most alpha male in the world. It don't matter what kind of success. It doesn't matter how successful you have become as a man. An evil spirit from a woman can come after your son. As soon as your child is born, it will gender confuse your son. This is real, Mr. Noah. This is very real. It doesn't matter if you Magic Johnson, Dwayne Wade, Mike Tyson. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be the most strongest man in the world. If you mess with an evil woman spirit, if you broke some promise to a woman and they cried about it and their spirit takes over, they can turn your son into a homosexual. And this is real. It It could be the son you love the most. Your son will have the mentality of a female. And your son will do the unthinkable. Men will take your son like your son is a female. I know it's hard to swallow, but I'm speaking nothing but the truth. You committed an abomination. That's somebody's daughter. You see, in some cultures, I could give you an example. Like, have you ever seen an Indian person? You know, people from India, them Punjabi type people. Have you ever seen them giving money to a panhandler, somebody that's begging for money? Have you ever seen an Indian person get in their pockets to give money to them? You will never see that. Why? Because, see, those people, culturally, they know that some people are paying for intergenerational curses. This is real. Some people commit murder, and especially if the victim is innocent, that spirit will haunt you. You could take your life. That spirit will go after your children, your bloodline. This is real. You could be a witness. You could be just a witness and see somebody, an innocent person, get murdered. And you say, you know what? That's not my business. Guess what? The spirit of that innocent person can come after you and say, you saw me getting killed for nothing, and you're not saying nothing about it. You're not doing anything about it. You're keeping to the, what over here in America they call no snitching. Nonsense. It will come after you. So, Mr. Noah, I don't want to make this video too long. You have broken a bond to that woman, her honor, her spirit, and her spirit will definitely come after you. I can already see it. You said it in your own letter that when you saw her, the guilt hit you like a ton of bricks. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet, Mr. Noah. It will really come after you. Now, I don't know how you're going to make it right. But, it's just what it is. You're just going to have to pay for it. Look, if you're a young man and you're watching this video, don't make any promises to women that you cannot keep. Okay? Especially something serious like this. Don't do it. Okay? If you want to trick off, if you want to mess around with females that are already spiritually demolished, there is nothing wrong with that. But do not make promises to anybody's daughter. All right? Just remember, anytime you go to a strip club, you see girls shaking their booty naked, that's somebody's daughter. When you drive past any blade, see prostitutes standing there selling their ass, that's somebody's daughter. When you see a crackhead walking around demolished as a human being, that's somebody's daughter. I'm gonna end this video before I talk too much. You owe that female, and you are gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for it, and you better pray to the Most High to cancel your debt only to you, to only make sure you pay for that sin, not your daughters, or your daughters will have a miserable life because of what you did. Hey, my name is Yalfusu. My subscribers know me. I'm thankful for the few views that I get. I'm not looking to make anything big out of this, all right? I just like to give advices when people seek it to the best of my ability, okay? Let me end this here. Take care of yourself. Cheers.